following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Welcome in, everybody, and thank you once again for joining us. And those of you who've been around for a while, you know we have a special guest here. You've seen him before. We have Coach Clark from the Cedar Rapids River Kings. Now, Coach Clark, thank you so much for joining us. And we got a new title from the last time you visited us. You are now Coach Clark of the Cedar Rapids River Kings. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. You called it, though. I last show, and that's what you said at the end of the show. I'm ready to see Coach. He's very excited. But yeah, it's a great opportunity to be here in Cedar Rapids. The River Kings, a great organization that was in the IFL, had a great run, some bad runs, but I'm here now to change it. I love what we have going on. It's a great opportunity for 2024.
Absolutely. You mentioned that they're coming back to part of the AIF as well after a couple of years of being a little bit inactive. So tell us what it's like, what we should expect as the league gets back rolling again, both for players and fans as well.
Yes, the AIF, it's a league that was around for a minute before, and it stopped in 2016. So now we're about to bring it back, about to have it rolling, having a great year with the Cedar Rapids River Kings. We play a great teams like Columbus Lions and the Amarillo Venom, great organizations. So we ready. We're going to build a great fan base up here and do what we have to do because I got a great roster that's coming. So they have to know we're going to be there.
It's a perfect segue to my next question, too, is you're not only the head coach, you're also the GM. So you're making a lot of decisions, building the team, building the roster, finding the players. Tell a little bit about that process of finding the players and putting your team together.
Just got to trust the process. It's been a fun off season, picking up players around the country. I got Verlon Reed from Ohio State. I have Devontae Butler from Ohio State, Enoch Smith from Oklahoma State, Rashard Brandon from Mizzou. I have running back Kalen Heat from UAB and a lot of HBCU running backs and some rookies that's very great. They are good receivers. They're going to get open. I seen it on their film. I loved it from the first time I seen them. They all comfort receivers, and we coming. All they got to do is trust the process and make the 50-50 catches.
Absolutely. Honestly, they could turn those 50-50s into those 80-20s. That's what you're looking for when it comes to them on the outside. So that's perfect as well. I want to kind of – oh, go ahead.
50 catches because them be the catches like they throw over the wall and you just give your body up because you're 50% chance that you can drop it going over the wall and it can be a 50% chance that you'll catch it. But you gave that effort. But if you catch it, it'd be one of the greatest catches you ever made.
Absolutely as well. So you'll get a highlight reel that lives forever as well, but the effort is one thing that goes through no matter what, most definitely. So I do want to kind of piggyback off that as well too. What has it been like going from a player? You've obviously played a lot of football, different organizations, different leagues as well. Now you're transitioning into the coach role. So tell me what that's going to be like a little bit different for you, seeing it from a bird's eye view.
Oh, it's been great. Like, you know, as a player, I always was the coach on the field. Like a lot of rookie guys came in anyway because they like how I ran routes. And they always ask me questions, how to get open, how to time myself in the motions and things like that. So it carried on now to be a great coach. I know the game. I know the game from Canada rules. I know the game from AFL rules, IFL, CIF, Mexico, and the AIF that we're going to build right now. So with my brain and the players and the people around me, the front office, my coaching staff, I think it's going to be a great opportunity to put up a lot of points and win the championship here in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, absolutely. And you kind of mentioned too, it's just getting started, getting kicked back on. When does the season officially start for you?
The guys will arrive here March 3rd for camp. Our first game will be March 16th against the Missouri Falcons. So we're going to fill up the house. That's our preseason game. We're going to make sure we fill up the house. We're going to do what we have to do on the field and make it a great market and make it a great show at the end of the day.
Absolutely as well too. And I want to kind of talk about too, as far as we mentioned a little bit earlier, I want to circle back to is getting people to join the team, that sort of thing. I lived in Iowa for a few years, so I know what it's kind of like too. It's not always necessarily the biggest destination hotspot for people who haven't been there before. What's the process been like getting people to come to Iowa, come trust the process, come there with you?
Me, like they love playing for a great guy like me. Like as a player like Verlon Reed and Enoch Smith, they know me as a player. And when I was on their team, I was like 36, 35 at that time. And they in their 20s, and I was always first in everything. So they used to always be one of them players that hustled and went that hard. And I always said when I become a coach, I'm signing you two guys. And I spoken in existence. They here with me. And other players, they watch my film when I was playing. It's just like Like we said last time we talked, like Deion Sanders and another guy who haven't played the game. They gonna want to come and see what Coach Speedy talking about, and other than that guy who never really played and put up the numbers like I did. So it's gonna be a great opportunity to teach these guys what I know about the arena game, how to get open, how to work together, how to trust the process, how to build a culture, get a ring, and make history together. I'm excited. My front office is excited. My owner Dom, Drake, Coach Bartley, my O-line, D-line coach, Coach DC, we all excited. We out here building up the fan base. We getting tickets sold. We got the front box, they selling out. We got the whole arena selling out. So it's going to be a great year in 2024 for the Cedar Rapids River Kings.
Absolutely. And I love that as well, too, because people, when they see the NFL and in February, like, oh, football's over. No, football's year round. You just got to know where to look as well, too. And this is exactly what they're going to see. I think once they see this back in action, they're going to lose their minds. They're going to love it because not a lot of people are aware of like indoor arena football. They haven't seen it. They've heard of Kurt Warner, but that's about it. I think they're going to have a nice little treat here with it. But I want to also talk about, you mentioned the ownership as well, too. How did this come about with you being the coach in the gym? Did they reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? How'd this come about?
It was like a mutual situation. Like I talked to him about what I had going on in our season because I already was on lists to be coaches in different organizations. And when we talked, it was like we bonded off the rip. We knew what we had. We had the same future, bright thoughts and everything. We wanted to win. And when we talked about it, what I wanted to do here as a coach and what he wanted to do here as a coach, we met in the middle and we just came up with this right here. We ready to make the best show on turf.
Absolutely. I love it as well, too. And I want to jump on that as well, too, because you mentioned Deion Sanders. You just mentioned there what you want to do as a coach. Obviously, the goals get a ring. Like that's obvious. That's right in front. But what are some of the other goals you want to accomplish as a coach? What made you want to make that transition from player to coach right now?
It's time me to pass the knowledge. Like I gotta pass the knowledge. I'm 38 now, and I had a great 12 years of playing pro ball. It was fun. Now it's time to pass the knowledge. I want to be an NFL coach soon. Like I want to be a CFL coach. If God bless me to go up to be a coach, it's all us trying to move up in life when it comes to anything like that. I thank God for everything that He done for me. First matter, and I got all the people in my corner back home, the ownership group who have my back, and they know what kind of guy I am on and off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. And I kind of want to ask off of that as well, too. When you're looking at some of the players as well, too, you mentioned the college players, the ones you're pulling in as well, too. What are you kind of looking for when you talk to them, when you're recruiting them? Are you looking at just what they talk about, what you see on the field, what you see on film? Do you want to talk with them a little bit? Kind of curious what kind of players you're looking for.
I'm looking for guys to buy in. Like they had to buy into what we have going on. Guys who smart, guys who listen, guys who know how to be great men on and off the field. I'm zero tolerant. So I'm coming with that mind frame. You know, Bill Belichick, my guy, you know, I'm a Patriots fan. So I approach the game like that. Like Coach Mike Tomlin, guys like that. I watch what they do and how they build organizations and things like that. So I'm approach this like this. Like guys gonna have to come in and understand you're gonna have to be conditioned. You're gonna have to have your mind and your head in them playbooks. You're gonna have to play together and understand we're gonna build a winning country culture here. With them or without them, it's professional football. And that's gonna be understood.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the one thing people do underestimate looking at is it is professional football as well, too. Like this isn't a hobby. This isn't just a game. It is your job at the end of the day, nonetheless, as well. But I do want to kind of continue to look into that as well, too. With the season getting ready to get back underway, what do you kind of expect for that first game back? Like you got to imagine the atmosphere is going to be a combination of a little bit electric. So what are you kind of telling the players getting ready to get back in that first game?
Man, with the DJ we have a new DJ that we have on board with us, DJ Tone. He do a lot of great things in the area around here from Ames to Chicago to our city where University of Iowa Hawkeyes at. Like he's a great DJ and he gonna have these games live. Like you know the atmosphere, not to speak on other organizations, but the atmosphere playing in Orlando was like playing at like a concert every game because we averaged like 9,000 plus fans now, but we had a great DJ who played music that made people want to come back to the game. Like, so that's what we bring it to Cedar Rapids. Like I have acts from Atlanta like FLY who rap swag surfing and things like that coming performing. So we bring in the culture like with great music, great performances from rock bands and everything that's coming here to liven up the show because arena football is really a show. Like at the end of the day, it's like playing basketball and football at the same time. Like, because I teach that to my receiver. You have to run routes like you playing basketball if you know how to dribble, like things like that. But the atmosphere in arena football is like playing in the NBA. So we bringing that culture, and we gonna make sure everybody want to come back every week and see us play.
Exactly. It's turf basketball, as I like to describe it. Just like the same way you mentioned as well, too. Like it's a similar game, but it's at the same time a little bit different. But if I'm looking correctly, I'm seeing is it 9 teams in the league, right? Is that correct? 8 or 9?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Perfect. And what do you think the chances are? Let's say when the first season's a knockout of the park, what do you think the chances are it might expand in the future? Do you think there's some chances we can expand, see more teams, or?
Oh yeah, I think a lot of more teams gonna join, cause they're gonna see how we have a great organization that's here now, gonna be building more, bringing more players in. Cause a lot of teams that's in it right now, a couple teams have some great rosters. Like they have some great rosters. They have great coaches. Like Columbus, they have a great coach. They coach. Me and him played each other in the championship in 2015. Like he was my DB coach in high country in the NAL. So he's a great coach. He like my age, so it's gonna be good going against him and things like that.
Absolutely. And I want to jump off that one because that's fun too. You're going to be going against some people you played against, people you coached with, coached against you, that sort of thing. How is that going to feel? To be seeing it from the coach's eye as opposed to from the player's eye this time.
They know how competitive I am in practice there, so they already know how I'm coming as a coach. I used to be that guy. What the biggest DB at? What the biggest linebacker at? You can't stop Speedy. So they know as a coach, it's gonna be a whole different ball game because I got the headset on. It's gonna be the same way. Like I'm coming with all the competitive feelings I have and the players who gonna bag me.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. That's awesome as well. So you lead by example and bring the energy, and everyone will follow too. And I want to circle back a little bit to what we talked about early on, but just for someone who might be peeking in a little bit later as well too. If someone who hasn't seen arena football, they're not familiar with it, they haven't heard about it, they've never seen the AIF, tell them what should they expect with it? Why should they come in and tune in and watch you guys?
Excitement. Excitement. It's so much excitement in arena football. Like we are next to you. Like I can talk to you before I throw a touchdown on the next team. Like that's gonna be the best feeling as a fan to be able to communicate with me as the game going on. Like it's fun. Like people drink beer, free food, and just partying, cheerleaders, loud music. The arena just going crazy. Arena football is the greatest thing that can really happen. Like Kurt Warner started from, John Gruden started, Eddie Brown, Antonio Brown, dad, one of the best receivers ever to play in it. I learned from T.T. Tolliver, Bobby Scipio, Robert Kuroga, and Josh Bush on the same team in Orlando, and they used to average 30 touchdowns. Like all four of them had 30 plus touchdowns in 1 year. So that's one of the best receiver group that ever learned from. And the head coach in Omaha, Rajon Kaiser, he the one that taught me how to run routes in the game, but he was a DB, but he taught me how to like read the DB feet. And ever since then, like my game went crazy. So I'm doing that now too as a coach. I'm following and I'm seeing what all the guys that my peers before me do, and I'm doing it, and I'm gonna do a little bit better though.
Absolutely as well. And the feet, you follow the feet, you follow the hips, you'll be able to tell exactly where they're going. That's when I played receiver a little bit too. That's exactly what we learned is you follow their feet and their hips and figure out where you're going from there. But kind of want to ask about that as well too. You obviously have a lot to teach. You're a wealth of knowledge when it comes to what kind of do you have any off-season programs able to work with anybody outside the season, or is it just once the season gets going, everyone has to come in ready to go?
Oh, everybody grown men in pro football. So I know they have workouts going on. But myself, I have Speedy World Training where I train all kids from Atlanta, Georgia, Arizona. Even I train the kids in Mexico, kids in Illinois, kids in Iowa. I'm training kids everywhere. Speedy World. So I feel like I can get any kid that I see something in, make them great. Like I have stuff on YouTube, Instagram, training kids, and I'm a offensive coordinator and head coach for a team in Illinois, and they haven't won more than 5 games or been to the playoffs in 10 years, and I took them to the playoffs my first year as a coach this year in Illinois. So that's my thing going on, and I'm an accountant. So during the off season, I'm an accountant. I'm teaching my guys how to save up, and I'm gonna have a financial literature class that I have on Thursdays, so the guys can understand how to save money and do things like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is awesome. That a lot of them will definitely. that's a good thing to have for a lot of people as well too. 'Cause you don't understand exactly how money. Some people don't see how money works right away, especially when they get like that professional athlete money out of the gate. So that's going to be awesome to see as well. That's really great for them as well. So I do want to kind of ask as well, kind of piggybacking going forward as well. Looking at the schedule, I see you play on like Sundays, Thursday, Saturday, Friday. Like the schedule kind of varies a little bit there by the day. How do you think that'll affect like going in? Like, does that affect game plans? Does that affect preparation, or is it just we're ready to go anytime, any day? Tell us when.
Oh, we're gonna be ready automatically. I'm gonna give me some sleep, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm on top of my game every day, even in practice. My defensive coordinator, I'm gonna make him feel like it's a game every day. He approaches me, meetings from like camp start. So when we get into a real game, I'm going in that full throttle, 150% for the city of Cedar Rapids. Like my players that don't buy in, I mean, it's professional football. We're gonna pick the best 26. I feel they're gonna help me get to championship, help the city of Cedar Rapids get to championship, help my ownership get to the championship, win us a ring. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna build history.
Absolutely. And we're gonna put you on the spot with this one a little bit as well too. We're gonna fast forward a few months now. Season draft just wrapped up. You got that ring. What's the first thing you're doing to celebrate?
See, I'm gonna go see my mom because the reason why I'm here and like celebrate with her because she used to wake me up when I was a kid, 6 o'clock in the morning. Then run. Like that's my inspiration. And I always get my rings and championships and I celebrate with my mom. But with my team, we all gonna get together. I'm gonna make sure we get together. Everybody have a great bond before they go off back to their lives, and we're gonna celebrate. You know, we get the ring. You'll get the ring the following year, like the first home game or something. But it'd be great for all of them to be there to receive the ring, even if they went to the NFL, CFL, or other teams in that nature. But when we win, we're gonna be there together to get them. But during the off season, going into the next year, 225, we're gonna get together and we're gonna get a bond going because it's history. Once you win a championship, that's history. Y'all gonna always be brother for the rest of your life. You can look back when you 70, 2024, we won a championship together. That's how life is on the football field.
Yeah, absolutely. And mom's the OG coach. She's the OG coach. You always gotta celebrate with her as
Oh,
well. She was the first one. She's what got us here. So fully, that's awesome as well. You mentioned earlier you were a Patriots fan as well too. So it's been obviously a bit of a rough season for the Patriots. Is it Bailey Zappi season? Do we see Bailey Zappi the rest of the way? What are we thinking with the quarterback situation?
Zappy. I'm one of them fans. I'm celebrating for Zappy. I need Zappy. Matt Jones ain't getting it done. It looked like the old Patriot day before Tom Brady got there.
It's rough. And honestly, you're going to give Zappi the chance against the Chargers defense, might be as good a time as do it as well, too. Like, that's the best chance to get him some confidence, see what he has there. So I agree with you on that one as well. So real quickly, too, let everyone know, when can they start getting tickets for your games? Where can they get them?
They can get the tickets online. You can go to Cedar Rapids River Kings Facebook page, our website. We'll have a phone number you can call, a link you can hit, all the suites. We have some that's still open. We have areas all in the arena that's still open. You can get in touch with me. You can get in touch with Drake Roach. You can get in touch with Dom. You can get in touch with Coach Bartley. You can get in touch with Coach DC. My whole coaching staff, we out here doing what we have to do to make sure this arena is filled up. Cedar Rapids River Kings, Facebook, Instagram, get in touch with us. Tickets on sale. Best show on turf.
Absolutely. I can't wait for it. It's going to be electric. It's going to be exciting. Just want to give you a quick moment, see if there's anything else you want to say, anything we didn't touch on, or anything you wanted to let the people know really quick.
I just want to say, Cedar Rapids fans, Knife Men, we coming. We doing it for y'all. I'm excited. I'm here now. Let's go.
Absolutely. I cannot wait. Once again, Coach Clark and Coach Clark now as well, too. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Love hearing about this. I can't wait to see the season start. Pleasure to talk with you. Can't wait as well. Thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you.